Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Have you ever watched Sister Wives and wondered, where's Logan? It just seems like some of the Sister Wives' oldest kids have either vanished from the show or appear very little. Well, I'm here to tell you that Logan, Aspen, Mariah, Hunter, Mykelti, and Garrison are all grown up and they have pretty amazing and interesting things going on in their lives behind the scenes. So let's get into it. It's time for an update. On a podcast called Reality Life with Kate Casey, Cody explained that many of his oldest kids aren't really interested in being part of the show anymore. Why, you may ask? He said, they're trying to live professional lives, and it's a hard balance. I mean, yeah, kind of hard to be on a reality show about polygamy and avoid side glances in the office. So that makes sense. So let's start with Logan. Logan Brown is the first and oldest of all the Brown children. He was born in May 1994 and his mom is Janelle. Logan was an important cast member in the earlier seasons. He was the voice of reason, the perfect firstborn, and in many ways he seemed destined to succeed. He just had like a way about him. Then he went to college and basically disappeared from the show. You may remember there was an episode where he visits UNLV, the University of Las Vegas, with his parents. Well, he ended up going there and graduated with a bachelor's degree in kinesiology and exercise science in 2017. That's where he actually met his fiancée, Michelle Petty. So in many ways, his family moving to Las Vegas in the middle of the night from Lehi, Utah in season 1 really changed the course of his life. He may even end up living in Las Vegas forever. Michelle and Logan have been engaged for a while now, and they live in Las Vegas, of course, and get this, they brew beer. That's what they really do as a hobby. And if anyone is wondering about Logan's fiancée, she recently donated her kidney to someone who truly needed it. So I imagine that she's a wonderful and giving person who also likes beer. So did I mention Logan and Michelle have been engaged for a while now? Because they really have. By this time, Cody would have been married with like 3 kids by now. His engagements were all so quick. I wonder what Cody thinks about Logan waiting so long to get married. Currently, Logan continues to be an overachiever and he's still studying at UNLV and pursuing an MBA. He's now in his final year. Not only that, he's also working as a business analyst for UNLV and the Center of Academic Enrichment and Outreach. So he is such an overachiever. He's the same overachiever I always imagined him to be. Still, would be nice if he appeared in, let's say, a Christmas episode once in a while. Next, let's go to Aspen. Aspen Brown was born on March 14th, 1995. She is Cody's second child and Christine's first. Aspen has been featured on the show much more than Logan, so we know a lot more about her. But once her parents moved to Flagstaff, which by the way, she was strongly opposed to, she moved back to Utah, where she grew up with her husband, Mitch. You may remember Mitch and Aspen's wedding was on the show, and everyone was wearing kilts to honor Mitch's Scottish roots. She also attended UNLV like Logan, and it seems like she works as an assistant manager of events at Kendra Scott. Kendra Scott is a jewelry retailer, and Mitch works in carpentry. It looks like Aspen deleted her Instagram, and I have a feeling she wants nothing to do with negativity on social media. Alright, next let's go to Mariah. Mariah Brown is a social justice champion. Like, guys, she really found her voice. She is Cody's 3rd child and the only child for Mary. She's also somewhat featured on the show, and Mariah was born on July 29, 1995. She studied at Westminster College in Utah, where she met her fiancé Audrey, and now she's studying social work at Loyola University in Chicago. She may actually graduate in November 2020 coming up. No one knows at this point when Mariah and Audrey will get married, but I hope it's televised, and let's hope maybe next season. Mariah is passionate about social justice issues and likes to attend rallies and voice her opinions. She also really loves yoga, and on her website, mariahleannebrown.com, there's a yoga section that reads, Mariah has a deep love for yoga that led her to yoga teacher training in Ubud, Bali in April 2019, where her practice grew deeper and wider as she gained an introduction to the Vinaya, Shamanic, and Ayurvedic traditions. Okay, I think I butchered those words. Finding relief for her anxiety is what brought Mariah to yoga, and finding a deeper relationship with self is what kept her coming back. Whew, okay, that was a mouthful, but gives us a little bit of insight into why she started yoga and what she studied, and I guess she went to Bali. Okay, so next is Maddie. Madison Brown, or Maddie, was born in November 1995. She is the fourth child to Cody and the second for Janelle. Maddie is often featured on the show, actually, and as we know, she married Caleb Brush. If you ask me, he's a really likable guy, and they married in Bozeman, Montana in June 2016. It was televised. She gave birth to the first Brown grandbaby, Axel, in 2017, and to the first Brown granddaughter in 2019, Evangeline. Maddie used to sell LuLaRoe clothing just like Mary and Christine, but she left LuLaRoe to start her own clothing business called Lacin' Lemons. Check it out on Facebook. I have to say, the clothes look pretty great. Like, they're maybe like a bit younger looking. Maddie's daughter Evie recently underwent some surgery to help with a very rare condition that she has. In a recent Instagram post, Maddie wrote, Evie received some major gifts for her first birthday. Her surgeon laid the groundwork for her new foot and mobility it will bring by way of Boyd amputation. Another gave her some extra mobility in her hand by clipping her webbing she had in her right hand. She is home and is recovering beautifully. Glad to hear everything is going great, and I wish her and Caleb all the best. I'm sure it's not easy to navigate all of that, especially in the public eye. Next, let's go to Mykelti. Mykelti Brown was born in June 1996, and her mom is Christine. She was the couple's second child. It was featured on the show, but Mykelti married Tony in St. George, Utah in 2016. It seems like they still live in Utah to this day. Currently, Mykelti is a LuLaRoe fashion consultant, just like her mom Christine, so it's a family thing or something. You may remember Mykelti wanted to work in fashion, and it looks like, she's in the fashion industry, so goal achieved. Tony recently announced on his Instagram that he was going through a major life change. He posted this picture and said, joining the work from home economy. Any tips? So it looks like Tony found a way to work from home during this uncertain time period. So, that's pretty good. That's a silver lining. I wonder if this means that he's not working at a bank anymore. Next, let's go to Hunter. Hunter Brown was born on February 9th, 1997. He is Janelle and Cody's third child, and you may remember that he was not too into the whole move to Vegas. He was hating it at first. And by the way, he's a little overachiever. Hunter attended the United States Air Force Preparatory School and then graduated from the United States Air Force Academy in April 2020. He finished in the top 10% of his class, and Janelle proudly watched the virtual graduation. Hunter has a lot to be proud of, let me tell you. He is now headed to Johns Hopkins to complete a master's in nursing, which I think is pretty cool. Nursing is a great career choice, even for the guys. And last but not least, Garrison. Robert Garrison, known as Garrison, was born in October 1998 and is the son of Cody Brown and Janelle Brown. Cody was busy in the 90s, oh my gosh. Garrison has some pretty amazing things going on, actually, that I did not know about. He sells floral shirts and clothing, and his company is called Bob's Floral. The whole floral shirt thing is pretty cool concept, I have to say. And he recently discovered a love for nighttime photography. Here are a few of his amazing shots, and Janelle's very proud. Garrison seems to have like an adventurous spirit. Here he is like in a cave. I would be screaming so loudly if I was stuck there. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the whole way through. If you like my video, please press like, and if you like my content, please don't be shy and subscribe to my channel. All right, talk to you soon, guys. Bye.